Alaikum dear students, last time we talked about this poem, the meaning of this poem, and I have told you the surface meaning of the poem as well as the deep meaning of the poem. Now, today, what is the difference between a breeze, wind, and a gale? Find out their meanings and say which one you like the best and why. So, different. What is the difference between breeze? Breeze means soft wind, slow wind, bilkul slow. Wind means when there is a moving of trees but slightly powerful than breeze. It's powerful than breeze. Breeze is a soft wind and wind is slightly stronger than it's a wind is stronger than breeze. And then there comes gale, which is strongest of all. It's the strongest wind, storm, a kind of heavy storm. So you have to find out their meanings, as I have already told you their meanings, and you have to say which one you like the best and why. So here we have an exercise. So here we have an exercise. This you have to do by yourself, and there comes another activity. The answer these questions. This will be on your notes, and now we will jump to learn interesting terms. In the poem, the speaker is talking to the wind. In poetry, when the poet or the speaker imagines and talks to an absent someone or a thing or an area, it's called an apostrophe. So in the poem, the speaker is talking to the wind. Isn't it talking to the wind? Yes, it's addressing to the wind and telling her what is it doing and how this wind is helpful to the poet. So here the speaker is talking to the wind. In poetry, when the poet or the speaker imagines and talks to an absent someone or a thing or an idea, it's called an apostrophe. If a speaker imagines and talks to the wind, to an thing which is absent, okay, or a thing or an idea, ideas are usually absent, okay, or anything which is absent but in your mind you're talking to that thing or anyone, okay, that's called an apostrophe. That's called an apostrophe. Read the following examples of apostrophe and guess who the poet is speaking to. Choose from the following options: ocean, star, and Christmas tree. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Roll on though deep and dark blue ocean. Oh dash, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. So here are the examples of apostrophe and guess who the poet is speaking to. In first sentence, the speaker is speaking to the star. In second sentence, the speaker is speaking to the ocean. And in third sentence, the speaker is speaking to a Christmas tree. Write the words in the box in the alphabetical order. A dictionary is a book that tells you the meanings of words, isn't it? Dictionary is that type of book. Any word you find difficult, you go through the dictionary and find that word, isn't it? Find the meaning of that word. In it, words are listed in alphabetical order. So in that dictionary, you have usually seen the dictionary, go through the dictionary and see. It's present in alphabetical order. First A, then B, then C, then D. Likewise, there are words in alphabetical order and there are meanings of those words. This means that you will find words. So you will find words starting with the letter A at the beginning of the dictionary and words starting with the letter Z or Z, we can say, towards the end of the dictionary. Means the dictionary starts with the A letters, A, first A, the words, all the letters with the A with their meanings, then B, all the words with their meanings, okay, then C, likewise D, E up to Z, okay. So here we have to write these words in alphabetical order. First we have airport, A, then we have C, computer, coins, and after that we have diamond, then we have exams, E, F, forest, G, No. H, yeah, hospital. I, no. J, jar. K, no. L, M, and then we have directly V. Okay, so these are the words I have told. I'm telling you in alphabetical order. Let's go through part C. I'll read only. Tomorrow we will explain this. Every sentence has three main parts: the subject, the predicate, and the object. The subject is generally the person or thing that the sentence is about. For example, the speaker wants to catch the wind. The wind teases the speaker. In the first sentence, the subject is the speaker. So the word highlighted in first sentence is the speaker, and the speaker is the subject because the subject is that part of the sentence जिसके बारे में सेंटेंस होता है. तो यहाँ पे पहले सेंटेंस में द स्पीकर जो है ये यहाँ पे क्या बन गया, सब्जेक्ट बन गया. And in the second sentence, the subject is the wind. So in second sentence, the wind which is highlighted is the subject of the second sentence. Okay. So we will stop here. Tomorrow I will discuss further regarding this main parts of the sentence. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.